that Canada has a dementia plan. What does it mean basically for the end user, for research? How does it impact people's lives? And for countries that hasn't got yet a dementia plan, does it mean for them, and how far are they when it comes to give support and research to dementia and for people living with dementia?
Yes, it's a very good question. An action plan and an approval of the WHO of an action plan pathway doesn't necessarily mean that anything will happen. The reality is that the action plan is a tool, and that tool will enable us to go to the governments and will empower us to say, look, this really needs to happen. I was in Geneva when the action plan was approved. 30 nations spoke in favor of the action plan, and the action plan was passed unanimously. So this is a powerful statement. There's a lot of countries out there that say this is a really good idea. However, you've asked me about the money. In the action plan, there is nothing about what is the cost of each government should put towards research, for example, or what's the cost that they should put toward care. So it's the job of ADI, and with ADI, its national members, to remind their respective government that there has to be a financing of the plan. There are some countries where the plan exists but is not funded. Now, a non-funded plan means that practically very little will happen on the ground. The Global Dementia Action Plan has 7 areas of application. Each one of them are relevant to everyone in Canada is affected. So there are things from early detection and diagnosis, prevention, risk reduction, better treatment and care, development of dementia-friendly communities, better research. There is absolutely everything that we have been advocating for years and years and years. It's all there. And it's no surprise that it's there because it's been developed together with ADI, and it's been developed together with the brain power of all the national organizations behind ADI, like Canada, that have contributed to that process. So this is really the product of a whole movement of people. But if the grassroots now don't, in a way, help the national organization demand for the Global Dementia Action Plan to happen, to be funded, and to actually mean something on the ground, nothing will happen. The 7th pillar of the action plan is the creation of a global dementia observatory. That will mean a giant database in which all of the countries will have to put data about how they see, the government see, the implementation of the action plan is happening. However, they may say something that is not really what is the experience of people on the ground. Once again, through the local and national dementia organization, that's the only way that we will know whether actually the change is happening. So we'll need the help of all of you, everybody involved at every stage of the process, to make sure that the confirmation of the data happens, that we are informed of it, so that we can go back to the WHO and say, actually, our experience is not what it is. And then we may have to come back to you and say, you as a country have to go back to the government and say, this is actually not working, this area is actually not funded, this priority is not being looked at.
Okay, thank you so much for your time and for giving us this time with you to discuss about how plan and dementia plan actions really have an impact and should be implemented in the ground. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good.